So coming into this video, I really wanted to say Black Clover again, and I don't know why. But, well, we're going to cut that part out of me just kind of sitting here pondering what to say. But, this episode of Overlord, man, episode 8 of Overlord Season 3, Season 3, excuse me, really did crazy stuff with the atmosphere once again. I always talk about how it can always continuously and consistently, constantly set up the atmosphere. In this episode of Black Clover, really what it did, see, look, I told you I was going to say Black Clover. I told you I wanted to say it, and that's why I said it. Now, that will not be cut out. But this episode of Overlord, excuse me, it really set the atmosphere emotionally. And, seeing these, the group Foresight not have a chance in hell of getting out of here, seeing that Ainz and them are just discussing about how they feel about their comrades, and they're trying to relate how they feel about their comrades, and put it on Ainz, saying, hey, Ainz, let her go. Wouldn't you do that for your comrades? Wouldn't your comrades do that for you if they weren't going to survive, if they knew they had no, they had no chance? And he's like, yeah. And he's, he talks about, that's how you truly know someone's a comrade, and no man greater love another man, hath yada yada. And he's preaching some gospel. He's talking about the book of gospel and stuff like that. So that was cool to see him just kind of relate to them, and it added a lot of emotional value. And it was kind of even more emotional or tragic because he understood them. But he couldn't let them go. He still was going to crush them like the insects they were for coming here for greed, greedy purposes to steal. And look, Foresight, they aren't horrible people, but they're not good people at the same time. They're stealing. They steal treasures, which, I mean, someone's dead. Whose is it? If no one's there to claim it, can you take it? Sure, I guess yeah, you could do that. But at the same time, how bad is it? You gotta look at the moral perspective of it all. But now they're in Ainz's home, and they know Ainz lives there, and they stole stuff. I mean, what now? What now? What do you do now? I mean, it's really a really interesting kind of moral outlook on morals in and of itself. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I'm dying to know. But on top of that, though, Ainz's magical power made the one girl throw up, and I was just kind of like, holy shit, she's throwing up. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, you have magic detection? Let me take my ring off. And she just starts hurling, dude. I was like, this dude is insane. And we know that the strongest human can use 6-tier magic, from my knowledge, and that is the person that is on El Nix's side, his right-hand man, the mage, the old dude. So that's barely half of what Ainz can do, and I'm sure it takes him just about anything and everything he can, within his powers, muster up strengths within himself to use 6-tier magic. So at the same time, though, I mean, man, Overlord, why do you do this to me? So at the same time, letting the one blonde-haired girl go, and then actually letting her get killed by Shaltir was insane. In the scene where her sister's talking about, what's taking her so long? I can't wait till sister comes home. Can't wait till she comes home and takes us away from this basically mess and hell of a house, Since everyone knows their parents are shitty, I'm gonna have her read a book to me. I'm gonna have her do this, this, and that. And the fact that she's not coming home is just crazy. She is actually the only one that actually died. That was just crazy, man. That was just... Damn, the music kicked in again, just like the whole fight against Foresight and Ainz. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, Overlord does some stuff that just impresses me every time, and sometimes it makes me hard to review it. It makes it hard to review it. So it makes me hard to review it. That did not sound right. I just noticed what I said there. But it just makes it so hard to review the show, and it's just because it's... I don't know, because it's kind of like you're on a high, an emotional and or hype high in a way, and that's what I am right now, and I'm hoping this review comes out like I want it to. But I always like to review in the moment, because that's truly whenever you give, I feel like, your honest opinions, maybe not every single time, but you at least give your 100% emotional opinion, and I think that's what's kind of important. It makes a video more genuine and or real. I mean, so... At the same time, though, the last thing we need to talk about is he doesn't believe he's the chosen one of this world. It just isn't fundamentally correct. And I probably should have started off with this, and I'm hoping you guys made it this far into the video because this is the most important part. But basically, to me, what Ainz is saying is, in a video game, no matter, you can max out your character. Max them out, dude. And, like, you're crushing every boss halfway through because you're just so OP. You farmed for hours. You gained very minimal XP, but you're having fun doing it, so you just kept grinding because your level's already so high, so you really weren't leveling up, because instead of 1,000 points of XP to level up, now it takes 10,000, and you just spend hours doing side quests, and you just spend hours doing just hunting. You know, grinding, hunting, and gaining items and whatnot. You're not even doing the main quest. And then you go to the main quest and you're just destroying everybody. But in the end, no matter how strong you are, the final boss is always some kind of difficult. And he's always like on your level and has the potential to defeat you. And I think to me, that's what Ainz is saying. Fundamentally, in a video game, no matter how strong you are, there's always at least one. There's always at least one guy that could possibly defeat you. And there's a second guy that at least give you a run for your money, but he'll fall short. So, yes, that's what it meant to me, and that's kind of how I view it, and I thought it was really cool to see that. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong how I viewed it. I think it makes a lot of sense, especially since the way you put it, you know, fundamentally, not the chosen one. But, yeah, other than that, though, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. You guys have been hexed.